Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and I'm starting the next wedding quilt. Which is the last one you saw. I made for Andrew and Jackie, and then I made their baby quilt, the kaleidoscope quilt. And now I have until next Christmas, New Year, roughly, to make a wedding quilt for Andrew's older brother, Mikey. And I'm going to call this quilt, I'm going to name this quilt because the main block is called Puss in the Corner, and it looks like this. Okay? And I don't know I only saw a picture of this pattern because you can arrange the blocks in any way you want to make them, a Puss in the Corner quilt. They can be different no matter how you do it. Depends on how you lay your colors. But I saw one little wee picture on the internet with a Puss in the Corner with a matching alternating block. And it looks like this. And I'm going to call this the mouse trap because that's what it looks like to me. Okay? So we're going to call this quilt Cat and Mouse. Make sense? All right. Now I'm going to tell you what you're going to need for this. Just in case you want to sew along. Now what I've done too, I'm going to show you. You don't have to look at me. Let's look at the stuff. Okay. So here is our Puss in the Corner block. And here is our mousetrap block. That's what I'm calling this because I got this out of a picture, a little wee tiny picture on the internet, and I really liked it. Now, if you want this to be dramatic, there's many ways you can do this, okay? Mine's going to be, as you can see, this came from when I made Mikey's brother's quilt, Andrew and Jackie. This was Andrew's quilt block, okay? I took all these apart and I've put these blocks aside for something else. And I saved all these blocks. Where are they? I want to show them to you. Okay. I took them apart. I took all the leftover blocks I had because I was going to make a huge quilt and then realized I didn't have a quilt frame big enough. So I had a lot of leftover blocks. So when I took these apart, I saved these. And I took the matching ones and put them together and arranged them in a Puss in the Corner block. Now, for dramatic purposes, if you want your quilt to be all one color, say you want yellow and black, for instance, it would be best, you would do yellow or yellow and black, okay? And this will make a radiating pattern. But this fabric in particular, I ordered off the internet for Mikey and Amanda's quilt, just because I really love this fabric. It says things like courage and believe in yourself and love and hope and all these wonderful positive messages like courage and you are beautiful and live, laugh, and love, carpe diem, all that stuff. So it's not exactly white, but it will still have the dramatic effect when I start, doing more radiant colors. Like here are the blocks that I have remade from Andrew's leftover blocks. And here are the ones I'm making from strips, okay? Now, oops, you can't see that, can you? Here are the ones I'm making from strips. And what you're going to need, now, this whole quilt can be done with 2.5-inch strips, all right? Which makes it perfect for a jelly roll project if you want to do something in different shades of one color or if you want to mix it up. I'm mixing it up. What I have here, this block is made of a strip that was cut in half and sewn together, okay? So each block takes 2.5 colored strips and 1 white, or a half of a white strip, 2.5 inches. So if you want, you know, to say order a jelly roll in purples and you want to do this in pink, then pick one to be your solid color or close to solid color, like white on white. And you will need 2.5 strips of similar shades, okay, to make 4 blocks, and have enough of your contrast color left over. You see, because I need another half a strip. Your contrast color left over to make your mouse trap block. I wanted to tell you, these side panels of the mouse trap block, that's the only fabric you are going to need a 3.5 inch strip of. Okay? But everything else can be done with 2.5 inch strips. The next video on this quilt will be cutting and assembling a block, the main block and the counterbalance block. All right? Mwah! Take care. God bless. It's a quilting year, isn't it?